Yo, if shooting and editing videos is the main way you make money, I want to show you 3 simple ways to run Facebook ads without much competition. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna take you onto my computer and show you all the tricky stuff, the targeting, what buttons to press and all that cool stuff. But before I do that, one of the main things you have to remember when you're running ads on Facebook is that you can get super specific with your targeting. Now, you can be that person that just says, hey, I'm a filmmaker, I can make videos for you. Or you can actually go right in front of the people that need a specific thing and not spend any money on people that don't want to see you for your services. So I want to show you exactly how to do that step by step. Come follow me to the computer and I'll show you just how to do that. All right, so here we are inside of my computer. Well, not inside my computer. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so right now we are inside of Ads Manager before. So if you never ran ads on Facebook before, ads on Instagram, you probably have no idea what you're looking at right now. But if you want to know how to set this up and understand everything, find the link in the description, and I actually have a video showing you step by step how to set up your ad account, how you can run ads and do all that stuff, your fan page, all that cool stuff. I have a full breakdown of that, so if you just find a link in the description, you can see that. But for anyone that is familiar, and even if you're not, I'm gonna show you a few things here that you can do so you can target the people that are actually gonna want to use your services, right? So the people that are gonna actually want for you to film some stuff for them. And the way we're gonna know this is because of who we're targeting. So first thing we're gonna need to do is create a campaign. So a campaign is the thing that's gonna hold all of the information that we want to tell Facebook in order for our ad to show to certain people. So we're just gonna make sure we're hovered over campaigns, and if you're not sure, you would see something blue like this, so it should be over campaigns. Then you want to find this green button here at the top. You're going to want to click on create. Now from here, Facebook gives you a bunch of options of how to of what you basically want to happen with your ad. I think the 2 best things to choose would either be lead generation or conversions. So lead generations, if you have it set up the right way with Facebook's system, basically you can get people to put in their name, their phone number, their email, all that type of stuff. And then Facebook will store that information and they can send it to wherever you want to collect all that information. So you can do it that way. But I think the most simple way would be to set up a conversion campaign. So that's what we're going to select here. So we're going to click on continue. Create our campaign. All right, so now we have our campaign created. We're gonna name it. I like to name it by the targeting that I'm using. So a lot of people do it a bunch of different ways, but let's just say for this one, we want to target people. We want to target anyone that's in real estate. So we want to make videos for real estate agents, for real estate brokers, for property owners, anyone that has a property, we want to shoot videos for them, right? So that's what we will call this. So real estate video offer, all right? So that's what we're gonna call the ad set. The campaign, sorry. Now the ad set, as you see these 4 squares here, the ad set is where you select the targeting. So this is where you tell Facebook who you want specifically to see your ad, right? To your piece of content, your video or your photo. I'm guessing it's a video if you guys are filmmakers, right? So we're gonna name it. So I'm gonna call it real estate job titles. So that's exactly what we're gonna look at. And then if you have a certain location, I would maybe do that. So maybe we're in Miami, right? So that's the city that we're in. That's where we want to target people. So we scroll down. There's a few options here. I'm not going to get into all this stuff, but your budget. So you can basically tell Facebook, this is how much I want to spend every single day on my ads, and they won't spend a penny more. You could do a daily budget, or you could do a lifetime budget. So a lifetime budget means like, all right, this is how much I have to spend on ads. I can't spend any more than that. This is how much I have to give you, right? But daily budget, it's going to run every single day. It's going to run every day as long as you have it active and it's approved. So we're going to scroll down to audience, which would be the most important part here. So it has Indonesia here because I'm in Bali right now. This is where I'm shooting this video. So we're gonna change that. We want people in Miami, if I can spell. All right, so Miami, Florida, right? So now we can also choose a radius around Miami, right? So maybe you can travel. Maybe you're willing to travel a little bit, right? So maybe we can put it up to anything within 50 miles of Miami, all right? So now we got our ages. So whenever you are targeting specific groups of people, you have to think who's actually gonna give you some business. Like, how many 18-year-olds do you know that are real estate agents or have or own properties? Like, there might be a few, but if you think of in general, like, all right, what age group would have more real estate owners or real estate brokers? Like 18 through 25-year-olds or 30 to 45-year-olds, right? It'll probably be the older people just because they had more time to make the money and all this stuff. Not to say that there's not going to be anyone in the younger age, but just not to waste your money, I wouldn't focus on people that are 18. So maybe being generous, I would put like 25, right? And maybe we wouldn't need to go all the way up to 65-year-olds. Maybe we'll stop at like 50 or something like that. And over time, you can obviously test. And if you know these numbers, if you know the ages of these people, you can obviously put that in there. Genders, we can do all genders. I don't think we need to change that. Languages, we definitely want to change. So one really cool thing you can do, if you have a really big group, right? If you do all your targeting and your audience, you can see your potential reach here is massive. To make it smaller, because what I want you to do is to find a smaller market. And by smaller, I mean a few thousand people. Because when you have it that targeted and you're speaking to that specific group of people, like, you're not going to have much competition. Like, I want you to make this as easy as possible, right? So like versus like so now we have 2.9 million, right? And so maybe you speak Spanish, maybe you're fluent in Spanish, and you can help people that also speak Spanish. You put the ad in Spanish. So if I just put Spanish, it went from 2.9 to a little less than 1 million people, right? Still a lot of people, but a lot less than the 2.9, right? So that's one thing you can do. So if you do speak Spanish or you speak another language, that's one thing you can do to make this size a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable, right? But let's say we're not doing that. Maybe we're just doing English. All right. So now we got 2.6 million. So what we're going to do to bring this size down a little bit, we're going to edit our targeting. So we're going to go over here, click on edit. And now here is where we're going to actually dig into the people that we're wanting to target. So if we're trying to find people that are in somewhat of the business of real estate or own properties, we're going to want to search that, right? So if we just type in property owner, right? So we got a job title here. Now there's a difference between job titles and behaviors. A job title would be someone actually saying, this is what I do. This is my thing. A behavior could be someone that just is interested in that thing. They could be interested in owning a home, but they don't actually own a home. They could be interested in real estate, but they're not actually in the field. They don't do anything with it, right? So you just have to keep that in mind. There's a difference between job titles and behaviors and interest. So we're going to click on property managers. Now, another thing you're going to want to watch out for is this detailed target expansion, right? So you saw that numbers 2,793. Then you're like, how in the world are you able to have more people than what's in this range right here? Well, that's because of this box right here. So this basically is Facebook saying, like, we're finding all of these people that are very similar to this group that you gave us. Now, I would say this works very well for the most part, but I think at first I would try to do it without clicking on this. So if I click off of it, we have less than 1,000 people, right? So now I say this is a bit too small. Like, you want to be over 1,000. Like, even if it's just 1,500 or 2,000, I would say you're good to kind of start out with, especially if you're starting with a small budget. But let's get this up a little bit. So what we can do, a few things to add some more people into this group. We can click on this button here that says suggestions. So now we got commercial property manager. I feel like that's someone we can shoot some videos for. Now we got employers of property management. Employers and employees, I think, would be good, so we can pick that as well. I think like anyone that's in a property or real estate type of industry would be good for you for this specific audience that we're picking, right? So again, we don't want to pick interests because that would be anyone that's interested in property managing. Now, building manager, that's something we can do. And we could just look at all these different titles here. Maintenance, I wouldn't really say so. Property manager, yes, I would say that. Real estate manager, yes. Real estate assistant, maybe. I'm not sure they make the decisions, but they could talk to someone that could, so maybe we'll include that as well. Real estate consultant, yes, I would say that. Real estate broker, yep. Licensed real estate broker, yes. Real estate associate, yes. And now I'm just gonna click through and add all these different titles that should hopefully get us over 1,000. All right. So now we're at 3,400, right? I would say that's a really good number to start with. Facebook's being a hater and saying they don't think you're gonna get any conversions, but I disagree, right? So we got all these different demographics in here, right? We got the job titles and we got employers, right? So we got all these different things in real estate. Cool. Now we got placements. So placements is gonna be where the ad shows up for the people. So this is where you decide like, okay, maybe I just want Instagram or maybe I just want Facebook. You can do all that stuff here. I would recommend leaving it on auto placements and let Facebook do the work because they have billions and billions and billions of dollars that have been spent on their system and they kind of know what's up, right? I'm guessing they would know a little better than we do. So I just let them do all the hard work. And now we get to the actual ad. So this is what people are gonna see. So first things first, you're gonna wanna make sure you have your page selected. So I'm just gonna use one of my other pages that I have, even though it has nothing to do with this real estate stuff. So we're gonna scroll down to the actual content. So here is where you're gonna add your picture or your video, right? So you can add an image, you can add a video, whatever you wanna add, right? So let's say we have a video. I don't have any to the count, that'll take too long to upload. So I'll just add an image. There's nothing there. So let's say I'm one of my YouTube videos. All right, so we have our picture, right? And it'll show you how it's gonna be shown in all these different placements. So now we have our photo and then we have our text. So for your text, I would highly suggest calling out the people that you're wanting to work with, right? So it's like, I would say, attention, Miami property owners / brokers or whatever you want to call it, right? So grab their attention, grab the attention of knowing that you know the area, you're talking about Miami or the surrounding areas. And then from there, this is where you want to offer your services. So like if you can offer something for free, it's like maybe you can say, hey, I'll take some pictures from free of your property, or I will make listing photos. I'll give you some listing photo free 15-second video, right? Or maybe with one of your packages, right? You can come up with some packages and you can say like, hey, for your showcasing, I will be able to give you a free whatever with your with the rest of the videos that I give you. And one really important thing to know, because I'm mumbling my words right now, right? Is because I don't know the real estate game that much. You want to do a little bit of research. So you know stuff like listings and showings and whatever else, what other terminology they have. You want to be able to incorporate that in there and know about their business, so you can say like, hey, I know you need this type of shot, or I know you need a video for this or a picture for this. I can do this for you. So when you're able to speak their language a little more, it's like, oh, okay, this guy is really good, or this girl is really good on video, and they also know what I need, right? Like it's so much more impressive when you have that, when you have the knowledge of what they're doing, and you add that to your skill of filmmaking. It's going to make it so much easier for them. So you want to make sure you do a little bit of studying, you do a little bit of research, so you can know the terminology, you can know the different type of things that you can actually put in here, right? And this doesn't have to be for real estate. You can do it for a bunch of different things. So maybe you want to target restaurant owners. Maybe you want to target anyone that has a car shop. Like you can do all of these different individual like types of businesses, and just make sure you know a little bit about those businesses so you can put that in the copy, put that in the words that you're typing. So it's like, okay, this person knows what I need or what I'm talking about, right? So we have that, and then whatever link you have that you're sending them to, I would recommend them booking a call with you so you can get on the phone with them and get something set up. That's what I would ultimately lead to. So however you want to set that up, whether that being through Calendly or whatever landing page you want to do, that's something you can do. And then the headline is really big. So one of the biggest things you really want to make sure that you give a lot of thought to is the headline and the first line or first two lines that you have of your text, because this is what people are going to see. So you don't want to waste your space, your attention with something that people aren't going to really care about. Like if you just say, hey, I know how to shoot videos, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a filmmaker here in Miami. People aren't going to care. They're not going to care you're a filmmaker. But if you say, hey, I can film your properties and get you XYZ, then it's like, oh, you can do this for me? Cool. That's what I'm interested in, right? So that's the type of stuff you want to have in your primary text at the beginning and your headline. So maybe we can say free condo showing videos in Miami. Now, like I said, I don't know the terminology. I don't know if it's showing or listing or whatever. If you could just say something like that, like free whatever for X in Miami, right? Or it doesn't have to be free, or just talking about shooting the actual videos for someone in the specific area. Like you're going to be there. Like you have the targeting, you know the people that are seeing it. And then from there, it's like you're not having much competition. Because what a lot of people are going to do is just target any and everyone, right? Like they're a filmmaker. They're going to target anyone that has a business. They'll target just anyone that has a business and say, hey, I can film your business for you, right? But it's not that. There's no real connection there. Like let's say you have a business, right? Let's say you have a real estate business and you need a certain service, right? Like obviously you're not going to need filmmaking, but maybe you need like a music score, right? For your videos. And let's say maybe you usually do like sport videos. Now, if you saw an ad for someone saying like, hey, I can score any type of videos out there. Tell me your video and I'll make the best score you've ever heard in your life. And then you see another ad that says, hey, if you shoot sports videos, I want to make a score for your video. I've been specializing in this for XYZ. I've done stuff with basketball and football and da-da-da-da. Like if you're a sports videographer, like that's obviously going to speak to you a lot more than someone that's doing the general stuff. So that's what you have to keep in mind when you're writing your ads and you're doing your targeting. Like you want to be able to speak directly to that person and let them know that they can relate with you, right? So here you're going to need to put your website in there. So this is where you're going to send them to book the call with you or do whatever it is that you will have to make sure that you're connecting with them. And then from there, you're pretty much all good. Like I'm telling you, if you do these things, like you get a specific target in a specific area, in your area, and then have something that's speaking directly to them, know a little bit about their language, you're going to the promised land. You're going to the promised land. So if this video helped you, please share it with someone, tag someone, send it to them. Let me know in the comments anything I missed, anything you want me to cover more, or any new videos you want me to shoot. I'll be doing a whole lot of these. This is literally the first one I'm doing, but hopefully I will make a whole bunch of videos like this. So I might do one for photographers as well, plus a whole bunch of different type of industries. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button for some more videos like this. Like I said, like I'll come with some new information every time. And then if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like, give it a share on your wall if you don't mind. Ah, it's coming home, it's coming. England just beat Germany yesterday, so I'm excited. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have a specific industry that you're in or something else that you want me to show you how to run Facebook ads for, or give you some ideas, let me know in the comments. And like I said before, if you want to know exactly how to set up your ad account, run your first ad, or maybe get some more ideas of what type of ads to run, what type of creatives to do, and all that different type of stuff, you'll see links all in the description. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share this on your wall. Tell your mama, tell your granddaddy, tell your uncle, tell that girl that you just met. I'm just joking, but I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.